Good morning, all of you. Today we'll start new chapter, that is hydrogen. We know this thing that hydrogen is very unique element among all the elements which are present on Earth, right? We know this thing that there were initially there were so many controversies about the placement of hydrogen in the periodic table. They were quite confused that where to put it, in alkali metals, in non-metals, in metalloids, because it shows different properties. It shows properties, chemical properties like metals, but it does not have any property which resembles to the metals, because its physical property resembles with non-metals, with the halogen group, because chlorine, bromine, these are the gases. Fluorine, these are the gases, which means we know this thing, this metal non-metals exist in gaseous form, and non-metals has the tendency to combine together and form a molecule. They has the tendency to exist in diatomic state, so it shows some physical properties like non-metals and chemical properties like metals. Okay, so today in this chapter we are going to learn about what is hydrogen, what is its property, how it exists in nature, how we form, how it react with the metals and non-metals. So we'll learn interesting facts which are related to this hydrogen. So hydrogen, a chemical element that exists as a gas at a room temperature. When hydrogen gas burn in air, it forms water. Hydrogen gas when burn in air means air consists of oxygen. When this burns in air and combined with the atmospheric oxygen, this forms water. A French chemist Loises named hydrogen forms a Greek word water former. So it was previously known as the water former, because this is the only gas except oxygen which can form water. So that is why this is known as the water former. Hydrogen has the smallest atoms of any element, and hydrogen atoms contains one proton, only one electron. One proton in the nucleus and one electron, because its electronic configuration is 1s1. So it has one electron in its outermost shell along with one proton in the nucleus. So the proton is in the center or nucleus of the hydrogen atom, and electron travels around the nucleus in a specific orbit. Pure hydrogen exists as a hydrogen gas, in which pair of hydrogen atom bond together to make a molecule. We know this thing that each and every element that exists in the atmosphere cannot exist in their like ionic state or with the unachieved or full means like unfulfilled electronic configuration. They have to combine with some other elements. They have to donate or accept the electron to attain the stable electronic configuration. So that is why whenever the gases don't have any element to react with, they just form bonds by the same atom. So that is why the gases can exist in diatomic molecules, so hydrogen too. Okay, so this thing, one H, this is like one is the one atomic number with one electron. This is the proton. This is the nucleus in which one proton is there and electron is moving around this nucleus. 1s is the orbital in which the first electron of hydrogen is fit. Okay, so how was the hydrogen formed? Discovery by Henry Chadwick. Chadwick was the scientist who find out the hydrogen. Hydrogen was discovered in London. It was discovered in 1766 by Chadwick in London. So this is the hydrogen. This is proton. P positive is there, and around this electrons move around it in a specific orbital. That is how it exists in a stable form. The hydrogen atom consists the proton in the center or the nucleus, or hydrogen atom and the electron traveling around the nucleus. Okay, and this is the hydrogen molecule, H2 molecule. That is how the hydrogen combine together and form a molecules. Two hydrogens are combining together and form a H2 molecule. Now, position in the periodic table. Hydrogen is the first element in the periodic table of the element, and it's represented by H symbol. H is the symbol of hydrogen. Hydrogen with only one proton is the simplest element. It is usually present in periodic 1, group 1 of the periodic element. Why? Because its properties generally resembles with the um, metals, and we know this thing that the modern periodic table was arranged according to the increasing atomic number, right? So because it has one electron, so its atomic number is one, that is why it is placed above the alkali metals. Hydrogen can combine chemically with almost every other element and form more compounds than does any other elements. These compounds include water, minerals, hydrocarbons. So compounds made up of hydrogen and carbon such as petroleum and natural gases. Okay, so this is the position of hydrogen. It is placed above the alkali metals, above lithium in first group and first period. Okay. Next, how hydrogen is produced. We know this thing that hydrogen is essential. It must exist in nature, but how we can produce it? First, hydrogen can be produced by reforming fossil fuels, means heat, hydrocarbons with steam. It can produce hydrogen and carbon monoxide. And uh, this is known as syngas. Syngas means the gas which is produced when carbon monoxide and H2 when the water react with the carbon, and at that time syngas produced, and that is the under the process of reforming fossil fuels. Next is electrolysis of water. Use electricity to split water into O2 and H2. We can split the water by the means of electrolytes, and the electrodes which are used in the electrolysis process must be made up of platinum, right? We know this thing that in electrolysis process we used the electrodes which are dipped inside the vessel and connected with the electricity. We have studied this thing in 10th class. Okay, and the electrodes which are used in this process is platinum because it does not react with oxygen and hydrogen generally in general condition. High temperature electrolysis by experimental process. Biological processes very common in nature, experiment in robot. By this process we can find out. Next is steam reforming. From any hydrocarbon, natural gas typically used. Water is steamed, and hydrocarbon makes at temperature of 700 Kelvin to 1100 degrees Celsius. So steam H2 react with methane, and that H4 SCH4 methane react with H2O and form carbon monoxide and 3H2O with evolution of heat, that is minus 191.7 kilojoule per mole. This is an exothermic reaction where heat is evolved out. The thermodynamic efficiency comparable to or worse than an internal combustion in energy. Difficult to motivate investment in the technology. Okay. Next, carbon monoxide reforming. Addition of hydrogen can be recovered by using carbon monoxide. For example, carbon monoxide is CO. Low temperature 130 degrees Celsius, water gas shift reaction will take place. In that, carbon monoxide react with the H2O and form carbon dioxide H positive. And along with this, we have to give some heat because this is an endothermic reaction, that is 40.4 kilojoule per mole. Oxygen atom stripped from the steam, that is oxidized with carbon and liberate out, bonded with carbon and simply the O2 molecule. Okay, this is the hydrogen steam reforming. This you have learned in already in 10th class. Next is this is electrolysis of water. Just I've told you when we were doing the summary of the processes, which how that is by which we can produce H2. So this is electrolysis. These are the electrodes. Just we just put it into the solution water molecule where O2 and H positive release. As soon as we just provide some sort of current or connect that these two electrodes with the battery, it just start producing the oxygen and hydrogen gas. The positive gas will evolve out from the negative electrode, and the negative gas will evolve out from the positive electrode. Okay, this is the electrolysis process. This is the electrolysis of water. This evolving. See, this is the negative terminal and oxygen gas. Hydrogen gas is liberating out. This is the positive terminal and oxygen gas is liberating out. Means from cathode, hydrogen will evolve, and from anode, the oxygen will evolve. This is biomass. Like there are so many processes. Renewable energy from electrolysis, these are the power stations where the electrolysis process are adopted to produce hydrogen and oxygen. Biomass electrolysis models, we can use the biomass electrolysis to produce the hydrogen and oxygen. High temperature electrolysis, we know this thing that we used to put electrodes. Generally, I have all just previously I have told you, electrolysis process at that time water will split out, okay, by using the less energy. Next is the biochemical H2 creation. So H2 has very simple method to split water. This is the like process where this H2, this two hydrogen, accept two electrons and they just form the hydrogen. Okay, and this is like Cuban reaction where H2O, they just break down into hydrogen and oxygen, and what happens? Four electrons, four H2 plus four electrons, they just produce again the hydrogen. Okay. Next, there are some biological process which are done by some microorganisms and bacteria in the soil, and that is also we can produce H2. This photosynthesis of warm. We you know this thing that in photosynthesis water is an essential thing, and when that water is absorbed by the roots, what happens? The photosynthesis process start, and biological H2 production will be there. Okay, and this is done by the bacteria which are present, so they just break down the H2O in the presence of sunlight, solar energy, and just split it into H2. Right, now we'll go for the properties of H2. The H2 shows the different properties from the other elements in the group or in the periodic table. So physical properties are like which we can see, which we can feel, which we can like enhance by touching it, by feeling it. Okay, so dihydrogen is colorless. It does not have any color. Odorless means smellless. If you want to smell it, if you want to identify, for example, if we just see that so in our houses we use LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, it has a specific smell, and whenever it's just leak out of the cylinder, we just can, our senses can smell that this is LPG. But in case of hydrogen, we can't smell. Similar with oxygen, we can't smell hydrogen and oxygen gases because they are odorless, tasteless. If you want to taste it, so it will be like tasteless. Combustible gas, this is a highly combustible gas. That is why the hydrogen gas is used as a source of fuel in the rockets and spaceships, because it has a high calorific value, along with it does not produce any type of unburnt substances. Means it just be the category of idle fuel. We just follow mostly all the properties related to the idle gas or idle fuel theory. Okay, next, it is lighter than air, insoluble in water. Its melting point is 18.73 Kelvin and boiling point is 23.67. Right.